I'm Sharonda Roberson, and I am completing my Atlas video assignment for standards and observations on case number 1619, learning about perimeter and area through singing, partner work, and problem solving. So for this video, I chose this video because I really liked the content and I thought that I could use it for my class. The teacher in this video demonstrates standards 2, 3, and 4 relatively well. And she shows from standard 2 that she establishes a respectful environment for a diverse population of students by 59 seconds in this video. The teacher reads area and perimeter song on a anchor chart to the students. So she begins to read it first, and she's showing the lyrics of the song. I really like that she showed them the lyrics. That's showing them that she respects them and them as a individual. By time stamp 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the teacher sings an area and perimeter song. So she begins to sing the song with the students to help them remember how to find the area and perimeter of a shape while using the hand motions, showing them how to go along with the song using the exact hand motions to figure out area and perimeter. She also, at 4 minutes and 10 seconds, adjusts the model of teaching by counting the outside of the shape with the students on the interactive whiteboard. So she goes around the rectangle model. Her strategy is very well thought out. I like the way that she did that to show students how to count around the rectangle. Timestamp 5 minutes and 23 seconds. She groups the learners into partners. So she partners the students together to discuss how they will find the perimeter of the rectangle. So the students, they talk about it together, and then at 5 minutes and 55 seconds, the teacher discusses and demonstrates as a whole group how to find the area of a rectangle. So her strategies are very well planned and used. 12 minutes and 45 seconds, the teacher asks questions to challenge the students' thinking. She calls the students by name as she calls on the students, so she shows them that she knows them by name. And at 14 minutes and 8 seconds, the teacher calls the student by name to answer the question of what is perimeter and to show how to find the perimeter of that square. That's what the student demonstrated. And I could tell that he actually learned the content because he was able to do so by using the strategies that she taught. So I could tell by those things that the teacher also knew the content. And at 10 minutes and 20 seconds, she begins to show that she knew the content, which is standard 3. The teacher introduces area and perimeter to the student. So she has a way of introducing the area and perimeter problem solving method to the students by showing ways and strategies of how she's teaching them as well. By 4 minutes and 5 seconds, still on standard 3, how she knows the content is the teacher explains to students that what she will do next and demonstrate how to find the perimeter of that rectangle. So she shows and demonstrates to teach the students of how to find the area and perimeter, and that showed me that she knew exactly what she was doing. She did it very well. There was no hiccups, no silent moments of her having to think through it. She knew exactly what she was doing and she was able to keep it going. 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the video, and 4 minutes and 46 seconds, the teacher counts together with the students to find the perimeter of that rectangle. So she goes around the rectangle and she helps count along with the students on that interactive whiteboard. And she also has a has the students count with her as they find the area of the rectangle. So still again, knowing the content, the teacher does show that she knows the content by being able to have the students count along with her. So they're also cooperating with her. For Standard 4, the teacher facilitates learning for her students. By timestamp 4 minutes and 59 seconds, the teacher challenges the students to think how they will find the area of the rectangle. So she gives them the you do part of the problem solving strategy, where she's already shown it herself. They also did it together from standards 2 and 3. And standards 4, she gives them the you do part. So the teacher partners the students together to discuss how they will find the perimeter of the rectangle at 5 minutes and 22 seconds. And then the teacher assigns partner work for the students. Again, this is the teacher giving the students partner work to show that they understand. And the teacher visits the students to support the students to do their best thinking and practice. She asks the students how to find the area, how to find the perimeter at 11 minutes and 33 seconds. After observing and visiting the groups, the teacher calls the students to discuss the area and perimeter. Are they the same? So she displays charts and tells the students, Paquito, who she calls a friend, just a friend that she uses, not a real person, to helps Paquito solve the problem. So the students are to help Paquito find the area and perimeter because he is confused. So I like this strategy because she is incorporating all the students. She's getting them involved and interested using Paquito, not a student in the class, but showing that Paquito is confused because maybe she noticed that some of the students were confused. At 11 minutes and 52 seconds, the teacher asks students to think about what is area and perimeter. And 12 minutes and 45 seconds, the teacher asks questions to challenge students' thinking. So she calls students by name to ask students to shade the part of the square that she had on a anchor chart to show that they know how to find the area. In 13 minutes and 29 seconds, the teacher tells students to think about how to find the perimeter of the square and reminds them of the song that they learned. So I really like how she re-referenced the song and brought the song back into the instruction lesson. The suggestions that I have for the teacher is I would say that I would suggest the teacher differentiate learning materials. I would introduce other ways to find area and perimeter. The teacher could also offer area and perimeter challenge problems for the advanced students. And when I say differentiate learning materials, just having also hands-on models to show the students how to find area and perimeter. I believe, they had it right in front of them. They could touch and actually see. That could have also been helpful, a helpful strategy. As discussed in Chapter 5, differentiating the instruction to be more responsive to a student's needs. So lastly, I would suggest the teacher build off students' prior knowledge, allowing students to accelerate as they demonstrate their learning, which is also referenced in chapter 5 of our effective how to be an effective teacher um, book. So what strategies did I observe that I might use in the classroom? I really liked the song, how she incorporated the song and taught the students first beforehand, how to memorize that song and showed them what area and perimeter is. I would use that. And also, I would uh, use the modeling that she demonstrated on the interactive whiteboard. I really liked the way that she showed the students on the whiteboard how to count around that rectangle using those squares. I like the teacher's centered strategies and student centered strategies that the teacher utilized. The teacher was direct in the lesson delivery. She also used an enthusiastic voice that students really enjoy. And I do that right now, but I would also like to incorporate a more direct lesson delivery. So I really like the way that she did her lesson. What are the biggest takeaways for me? I would say that the biggest takeaways that impact my future of teaching um, is utilizing the standards and deposition. So I am familiar with the standards already, but this helped me to see take a deeper look into what the standards actually mean, and it also helped me to visualize what is expected of me as a teacher. Without those standards, I could not be an effective teacher. I have a better understanding of what each standard indicates. The depositions are the necessary values, commitments, and professional efforts that influence a teacher's behaviors according to our textbook. And I really do like how you included the depositions into the course, because it helped me to understand more also when I took my assessment for the deposition about myself. It helped me to see, I still have growth. So the video, another takeaway is for me is what is your why? That video for one of our first assignments that helped me to become to be to come to a sound reason of why I have become a teacher as well. So that video really helped me to understand why I wanted to be a teacher, not just to be a teacher, but to also have an effect on students, a positive effect on students' lives to help them prepare for the future. So I really enjoyed that video, and that was one of my favorite assignments as well. So. Lastly, I just wanted to include that the standard 2, this teacher, she encouraged an environment that was inviting, respectful, supportive, inclusive, and flexible. She recognized the influences on a child's development, personality, and performance, and considered and incorporated different um, strategies for her students, and she also maintained a high expectation of her students. So those are also the takeaways from the standards point of view for that I would also use. For standard 3, she developed and applied strategies to make the curriculum rigorous and relevant. She knew the subject, and and the content that she was teaching. She directed students' curiosity into an interest in learning. For Standard 4, she knew how students think, thought, and learned. She adapted the resources using that interactive whiteboard, the song, and anchor charts for the strengths and to help the weakness of her students. She helped students using that technology piece, the interactive whiteboard, to learn the content. She also had them think critically and solve problems. together as partners, and she had reliable information, communicated very well with the students, and they also collaborated with the teacher. So it was a very good video, and I really did enjoy it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.